shocking revelation by NOAA, National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, how much oxygen comes from the oceans. They say that at least half of Earth's oxygen comes from our oceans. The surface layer of the ocean is teeming with photosynthetic plankton. Though they're invisible to the naked eye, they produce more oxygen than the largest redwoods. Scientists estimate that 50 to 80% of the oxygen produced on our Earth comes from the ocean. The majority of this production is from oceanic plankton, drifting plants, algae, and some bacteria that can photosynthesize. One particular species, the Prochlorococcus, is the smallest photosynthetic organism on our Earth, but this little bacteria produces up to 20% of the oxygen in our entire biosphere. That's a higher percentage than all of the tropical rainforests on land combined. So we thought that the oxygen produced by, for example, the Amazon rainforest, well, think again. They found that 50 to 80% comes from our oceans. Calculating the exact percentage of oxygen produced in the ocean is difficult because the amounts are consistently changing. Scientists can use satellite imagery to track photosynthetic plankton and estimate the amount of photosynthesis occurring in the ocean. But satellite imagery cannot tell the whole story. The amount of plankton changes seasonally and in response to changes in the water's nutrient load, temperature, and other factors. Studies have shown that the amount of oxygen in specific locations varies with time of day and also with the tides. It's important to remember that although the ocean produces at least 50% of the oxygen on Earth, roughly the same amount is consumed by marine life. Like animals on land, marine animals use oxygen to breathe, and both plants and animals use oxygen for cellular respiration. Oxygen is also consumed when dead plants and animals decay in the ocean. It's particularly problematic when algae blooms die and the decomposition process uses oxygen faster than it can be replenished. And this can create areas of extremely low oxygen concentrations or hypoxia. These areas are often called dead zones because the oxygen levels are too low to support most marine life. NOAA's National Center for Coastal Ocean Science conducts extensive research and forecasting on algae blooms and hypoxia to lessen the harm done to the ocean ecosystem and to the human environment. This is on Science Springs WordPress, and I'll leave a link below for you for this. If you'd like to join me on my Patreon account, you will hear content not covered by mainstream media. These riveting stories will be based on my research, and I will state my opinions and give my personal insight on diverse and controversial subjects and world events not covered by mainstream media and not supported by YouTube guidelines. So whatever I have on my Patreon, most of those will not be on my YouTube channel. Please consider becoming a member today. More of the most significant and important videos will be on my Patreon channel. Your support helps me to continue my research and keeps this YouTube channel alive. And we depend on your support, your generous charity, because we help economically challenged families here in Athens, Greece, in Kapota, and we also help the young generation with university tuition and the community around our church. Thank you.